Hello, Prime Minister.
Hi, Amelia.
Thank you so much for joining us on BTN.
It's a thrill to be here.
Fantastic. Now, I know you have done many interviews as Prime Minister, but I should warn you, this may be your toughest yet.
It could well be.
It could well be, because we have asked the kids of Australia what they want to hear from you.
Excellent.
Are you ready for this?
Go.
Let's do it. Let's jump into it. So the first question is from our YouTube subscriber. Their name is BTN is Great Yay.
Yeah.
Promise I didn't make that up.
Yeah, yay.
What is your favourite part of being Prime Minister?
The best part is everyone wants to talk to you. And that means you get to hear everybody's story. Wherever I go, people are very keen to share with me what's going on in their lives. Whether it's kids out in remote outback Australia, young Indigenous kids, or our most senior Australians in nursing homes, I can sit down and they'll always want to have a chat to me. And I learn a lot from hearing all these stories. That's why I travel around so much, because I just want to hear their stories. And if I understand people's stories, I can do a better job.
That's a good one. There you go. As a kid at school, what was your passion and what did you advocate for?
Oh, well, look, when I was a kid, I just enjoyed being a kid, to be honest. I used to play cricket and footy. I used to hang out with my mates. I grew up in a lovely home. We used to go to Sunday school on a Sunday morning, rugby on a Saturday, all that sort of thing. And so I just loved going to the beach and doing all those things. I grew up by the beach. And so when I was a kid, I was just a kid.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed being a kid with my mates.
All right, so I have Galaxy Creations, obviously not their real name. How do you deal with the anxiety of being PM?
I swim. That's what I do. I try and swim every chance I get. I've swum in pools up in Cairns to over in Western Australia, down in Launceston, wherever I happen to be, and back home in Sydney or in Melbourne. I make sure I jump in the pool and I go for a swim. It keeps me healthy, but it's a good time to just think and get away from it all.
Good stress reliever for sure. Saeed, are you going to do anything about climate change? Tough question.
We are. I mean, first of all, our, the emissions, as they're called, per person in Australia is at the lowest level in 29 years. We have the highest investment in renewable energy in Australia per person of any country in the world today. And we've made commitments to the rest of the world, first of all, to meet by next year what's called the Kyoto targets. We're going to beat those targets by what is over 360 million tonnes. So we've been doing the work. We've been changing the way our economy runs. We've been changing the things we do in our economy. And by 2030, just over 10 years from now, we're going to meet the next commitment we made for Paris.
All right, Sophie, now this may be the toughest question you've had, Prime Minister. Which superhero do you love the most?
When I was a kid, I used to watch on a Saturday morning the cartoons. And I used to watch all of them. I used to love Aquaman.
Aquaman, swift and powerful monarch of the oceans, with ability to summon and command all creatures of the deep.
Aquaman.
I really liked Aquaman. I thought he was pretty cool, really cool. So yeah, Aquaman.
Yeah, cool. I love it. Yeah, Aquaman's a good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
A little left of field.
Yeah.
I like it. Holly, 12 from South Australia. If you could choose another job, what would you do?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest, because I'm so passionate about the job I'm doing and have been doing now for the past year, but also just being in politics and a member of Parliament. I've done lots of other things during my life. When I was younger, I thought about joining the army. I thought about being a missionary and working overseas. I've thought about doing lots of other things, but life takes its course.
And so this is a final question from just a little Amelia from South Australia. Can we have a selfie?
Sure. I think it's the one thing you do as a Prime Minister more than anything else. There we go.
Thank you very much, Mr. Morrison.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for joining us. It's been fantastic. Did you know that when the Prime Minister was a kid, he acted in a bunch of TV commercials, including one for Vicks Cough Lollies? Unfortunately, we can't find any video of it. Oh, that's something I would love to see. What you can see is some more of that interview if you jump online. We've got an extended version with some more questions and answers on the BTN website and the BTN YouTube channel, so make sure you go and check that out.